YouTube, what is good? We have to talk. We have to talk. So I'm definitely trying to get these views. But Ice Spice and her bestie, or used to be Clea Trapper, had a falling out. Now, for those of you who don't know, Clea Trapper, she was big on IG. She popped off there a couple years ago or whatnot, and she eventually became friends with Ice Spice about 2-3 years ago, right before Ice Spice had her meteoric rise with her twerking, and now they've had a giant falling out. Now, a lot of this I'm kind of just seeing, just finding out myself, just hearing. So we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna go over some of the content that they have blessed us with. Of course, we gotta be messy boots, but this what gets the views. And we're gonna come up with what we think, what we feel about the situation. So without further ado, let's see what some of these videos are talking about. She got like 9 parts, it seemed like. We ain't watching all these parts. Let's just skip around.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cleo. So y'all know me. I've always been vocal about everything, about literally everything. Nobody can shut me up. Nobody can silence
Gotcha.
me.
I got y'all.
Like,
Fire
was
for
you
y'all.
silenced or was you silenced? Okay, and nobody's gonna do that to me. This video isn't to bash anyone. This is for me to speak on my experience and what I went through. And I want my fans.
Now I will say, I'm not big on running to the internet about situations and problems that are going on in my personal life with people that I may have. Even if I had internet beef, I ain't running to the internet. That's just how I'm built, or was built. Other people think differently, so it is what it is. But let's skip around because she got this long ass intro.
I only go up, and I could be seen as a threat. Somebody that genuinely liked her. I was like, this girl is so cute. I seen her video on my Explore. She didn't even drop her viral song yet, and I was so supportive of her. Now, anyways, I'm just gonna tell the story because you guys deserve to
damn near 4 minutes
money.
in.
I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. Money. I have opportunities.
Okay, hold on.
I'm on tour with you. And
hold on.
so the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage. I was like, oh, wait.
Okay, that's a W, like, though. Y'all ain't trying to come out on tour?
I'm thinking. I'm like, I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed, like, a month ago. Like, she's really trying to, like, be a actual,
all right, get to it.
To me too that she was upset at me for not knowing if she was Nigerian, and she said that you could have at least said I was black. Like, girl, I didn't even know you. Am I your PR? Am I
Ice? Now I don't know if any of this is true, but Ice, come on, Annie, let's cut it out, please. Let's cut it out.
Supposed to be clearing up every time somebody's asking about you being black or Nigerian. Like, that's not my role, and I don't even know you, so I was so confused. Anyways, we moved past. Anyways, after that situation that had happened with her ex-best friend exposing her for calling like just about everybody jealous, that was kind of like talking about me. So she tells me, like, I think everybody's jealous of me. Don't take offense to it. I say that about everybody. I say that everybody's jealous of me. I even say that about my mom. Like, that's kind of sick. But okay. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. See, like, people be telling on themselves. If you have somebody that thinks that everybody is jealous of them, and I don't believe in this. Is just something I say, don't pay attention to. Like, I believe that people say and speak how they feel. So somebody who thinks like that, you need to be very wary of them, because I promise you, they think about you like that. 100 grand.
like, okay. Fast forward though, I started thinking that a lot of the things that Ice was doing was calculated. Like, even the thing after her best friend exposing her, it was like, oh, like, let's go to the basketball game. Come with me to this basketball game. I'm thinking like, oh, she just wants me to come with her to a basketball game. Like, maybe she's trying to make it up. I don't know why I kept thinking like she was trying to make it up for being like caught being fake. But it was just like, even the basketball game, it was like one day later, she's like dropping a song. It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like, it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day and the song is dropping too. So it was like, what? This girl kind of uses me for her rollouts. So I'm just like, okay. When the tour thing came out, I'm like, oh, she's actually trying to like give me something now. Like, okay, okay. She's trying to make it up. She's trying to She's trying to be an actual good friend. I made a flyer announcing that I was going to be coming on tour with her. It did not even get reposted. It didn't even get a comment or like, and she was tagged in it. The bill, it didn't even have my name on it. Like, just about nobody knew I was coming on tour. It was like a special guest. Like, she didn't even like shine any sort of like her own light on me. It was like kind of like all me. Like, I want my fans to come out. Like, she didn't really try to like mesh me in with her actual fan base or try to like put her fan base onto me. Very calculated. You know?
All right. I kind of see where a lot of this is going to end up going. We're still going to look at some more videos. We got to get these minutes in on these videos, but I do see where this is kind of going, and I just want to stop it here. Let's have a talk. First off, somebody that you meet 2 years ago and you haven't invested enough time in personally, like to know if they're Nigerian, which I don't know if Ice is or not, who knows, but that's not your friend. A lot of y'all got to stop meeting people, really and truly. A lot of y'all got to stop meeting people. Let's talk. A lot of y'all got to stop meeting people and thinking this your bestie and you don't know this person. I say all the time, people be hidden murderers. Like, you don't know this person. So that's to begin with. Now, what happens is, though, with friendship and business, they're two separate things. Ice Spice is the artist, and I don't know if she knows her own personal business, which a lot of these artists don't. They don't know the deals, they don't know the splits, they don't know what they're paying for, they don't know really and truly how much money that they're legitimately making, etc., etc. Ice Spice is the artist. Tours are set up with managers, with the record companies, the labels, it's so much that goes into a tour. Now, I've never been in the music industry, but there's so much that goes into a tour. So much expenses. Ice Spice just saying anything to you could mean absolutely nothing if that hasn't gotten cleared with whoever it is. Now, when you reach a certain level, or even maybe in Ice Spice case, she can go back and have a conversation with whoever she needs to have a conversation with to bring you aboard. But a lot of this stuff ain't up to Ice Spice, really and truly. A lot of it ain't. So I get that you would be upset about a lot of these different things, I will start there. Like, I do get that, but that's part of the business. And really and truly, whoever you got managing yourself, you needed to talk to them and have them talking to ICE people at the same time, because what ICE saying, just the ICE just be ICE using words. That's all she doing. She just using words, and you didn't have a conversation with anybody that I know of, that I'm just taking from here, that I know of. You didn't have a conversation with anybody which you needed to have a conversation with people, and you might not have ended up in a situation like this. But there's a caveat. There is a caveat. I'm not saying I'm on Ice Spice side with this at all. There is a caveat. If this is somebody that's your friend, they should be trying to look out. They should be trying to communicate with you. They should be trying to work through it with you, have these conversations. Yo, it's this, that, and the third. So it should be conversations happening along the side of these things, where you're not out there just totally blindsided and just like, oh damn, I gotta figure this shit out on my own. Now, I don't know if Ice Spice reached out. We're gonna see how she handled any of this. Maybe she handled it terribly as a friend, which I could understand. Like, if we supposed to be peoples, like, you see what's going on, or I'm letting you know what's going on, you should be taking my feelings and my what I think into consideration. But there is a difference between the business and friendship. Ice Spice may not even know her own business. I don't know, but she may not even know her own business. So to have you come on tour, you really and truly may be Ice Spice plus one. And then now they like, oh, you trying to perform, you trying to do X, Y, and Z. We have to treat you like an artist now. And that's where you gotta be paying for your hotel, because hotels come out of the artist funds. Food, that comes out of the artist funds. Transportation, that comes out of the artist fund. Anybody helping, that comes out of the artist fund. All of these things come out of the artist funds. And maybe her team was most likely looking at you as, you're an artist, especially I believe she's an independent one. You're an artist, you should be paying for this shit. Now, Ice being your homie, that should be somebody you talk to and can talk to on the side, like, yo, like, blase. Maybe if you don't have the funds, maybe you just want to be notified, X, Y, and Z, like, yo, what's going on? And she should be willing to understand, but this is definitely business issues and business problems. So, we'll see though.
It was just given like, oh, let's let Cleo eat, but we gonna give her crumbs. Like, we gonna shine light on her, but let's dim it. You know what I'm saying? It just gave that so much. Online says the show starts at 8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? At 7:30, 7:45. I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself.
You're not the star, and you would be an opener for the star. I mean, that's, a lot of these things are part of the biz. What some of this sounds like to me is when people don't know, you don't understand that, you gotta have a start, and you gotta come from somewhere. You gotta have somewhere. You're not just gonna share in her spotlight, because the star is Ice Spice, and not gonna share in her spotlight. Like, you gotta work from the ground up, essentially. And it seems like, to me, it's a lot of friendship mixed in with the business, like not understanding that this is the business and this is the friendship. As a friend though, I do expect my friend to at least be more forthcoming with me, at least like understand what I'm saying or feeling. But a lot of this is just part of the business.
I had no idea what to expect going on tour. I
Yeah,
had
see?
no idea until I got on tour and started seeing certain things, and I'm just like, wait, why don't I have that? I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. No room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no writer. I was with her. And before I came on tour, I asked her what were the things that I was going to have to pay for, because this is so last minute. Like, you're only giving me one day to prepare. Like, it's July 30 something and we going on tour August 1st. Like, girl, like literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're going to be with me. You're good. You're going to be with me. So I was like, okay, everything is handled. I'm just going to go. I'm going to make the best out of it. I'm going to make the absolute best out of it.
We're gonna see what she's saying in part two. Now that part, hey, maybe, you know, like I do understand where the frustration could come at, but it do seem like you were kind of with her, but I don't know. Like I don't know. Like right now, I don't see Ice Spice as the problem. Maybe you obviously might have thought that, yo, this is what it's going to be, and you're not the star. Like you're not the star, so you're not going to get the star treatment. Now, as your friend, like I said, I can understand that you would want to voice your opinions, talk to your friend or whatnot, but you aren't the star, like at all. And you got to work your way up as an artist. The fact that you're even backstage with Ice Spice, using Ice Spice dressing room and stuff like that, then cool. Now, unless you wasn't eating or being fed, or like I don't know, a lot of this to me just seems like you're not the star. You're an opener. You're your own independent artist that Ice Spice is deciding to drag along, but you yourself are not the star. Let's check part two. We're gonna see if this is anything else.
So that's that. I'll tell y'all how the tour went now. Please keep in mind that before I went on tour, I had one day to prepare. One single day.
Oh yeah, you was invited last
Everything was a
minute.
rush, but you know, I'm looking at this like, okay, this is gonna be good for me. And again, did not have any. I didn't know what to expect. This is my first tour. Like, I wasn't allowed to bring anybody. She said if I brought anybody, I was going to have to pay for their hotel and transportation. I'm just like, girl, I didn't even have time to prepare for this. Like, I only
Yeah,
got
I
one
mean that
day.
makes
Like, you
sense.
feel me? Like,
That makes sense.
it's damn near like me putting everything, like putting my needs to the side to, like, to accomplish something. I have things to pay for myself as an independent artist. So of course I'm thinking like of ways to not come too much out of pocket for a tour that doesn't even have me on the bill. Like I'm not even on the lineup, like, okay. Anyways, let's go into how the tour went. So first couple of days was cute. We went to Philly, and this is when things go left now. Yeah, we're in a hotel room. We not sure if we're gonna like bring our bags to the venue, cause I guess like we were gonna come back to the hotel. But she told me, don't leave your bags at the venue. You might need some. You don't leave your bags at the hotel. You might need something in it. And I was like, okay, I'll bring it. Her security, who brings all her bags, she has like 10 bags. He brought my bag, brought the bags down, and now we're at the venue, and I do need something in the suitcase. Like, I had a wardrobe malfunction, like she said I probably would have. That's that she cursed me, okay? Because now I do have a wardrobe malfunction. So I'm like, oh, how can I get the bag? She's like, tell the security to get it for you. I go to the security. I'm like, can you get my bag out the trunk? Because I have no idea where the trunk is, where the car went. We just came into the venue like, we artists, we working, whatever. He goes, he gets the bag, brings it upstairs. I change, da 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 da. End of the show. I put my bag next to her 10 bags and the big black dresser. And yeah, I'm thinking everything is gonna be moved, but like back into the truck, and we could, leave, go back to the hotel. I turned around, and my bag is still there. My bag was still there. All her bags was gone. I'm just like, why would somebody just leave my bag? Like, I'm like, I asked the security, I'm like, can you take my bag? He said no. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? He brought all her bags. He can't take. Okay, I'm like, can I pay somebody to bring my bags down? Because I didn't want to bring the bags down. Why would I?
Uh, I'm not gonna watch anymore. Because this is long. She's talking a lot. We also do have Ice Spice having something to say. Let's see what Ice Spice. She
thousand
went on
listeners,
Spaces
and
talking.
I'm sharing my stage with 1,000 listeners, and I'm sharing my stage with you, and you feeling so entitled, like you thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too. Like that's so crazy to me. Like how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm butt ass naked, trying to press me about some bags that you gotta carry some bags. What? Like, nah, that's that shit, bro. But that's all I could do, y'all. All I could do is sigh about it, cause it's just like, what can you do, bro? It's like, damn, crash outs and they going on rants, bro.
Okay.
Crash outs and they going on rants, but fuck it though. At the end of the day, it's whatever, bro. Like this shit comes with it, you know. Like y'all see clearly, this will come with it, bro. Right? So fuck it. But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. Like, what are you talking about right now? What? That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell, bitch. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, we was dead ass we was at the movie theaters. We was siphon. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my pussy one time? In my bed one time? Like, damn, you want to sleep in my bed every day? That's crazy to me.
No, that's wild.
Anyways, yeah, I'm about to actually go to sleep for real.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. From what I'm taking from this, Ice Spice invited her on the tour last minute. Shorty wasn't part of the plan at all. Shorty wasn't part of the plan. She wasn't supposed to be there, really and truly. Ice Spice reached out. Now, like I said, maybe Ice Spice don't know the business. I would hope she do. And hope she know how things go. Obviously, Cleo was saying herself she never been on tour, so she don't understand different things. But at the end of the day, this is a business. Now, I do believe in treating your homies right. I do believe in like, yo, if I'm gonna invite my homie out and invite them on my tour, like letting them know, like, yo, we at some point this ain't even us about us being homies. This is a business, and this is what it comes with. This is what's going to be happening. This is where you're going to be at. Not just that, yo, don't worry about it. Because I mean, if you say don't worry about it, don't worry about it, somebody going to think not to worry about it. So, you know, I do believe in letting people know, like, yo, like, how many bag, like, I'll tell my security to take the bag. Like, but as a guy, you know, we don't look at stuff like that too much, but I would tell my security, like, yo, take her bag too, especially if it's just one bag. But all of these things that she kind of saying and blindsided by, just like, yo, this is Ice Spice is a celebrity, and she invited you on somebody that's not in the budget, somebody that's not in the bill, somebody that's not on the program. You just an extra that Ice wants us to bring out, and Ice don't run nothing here. like at the end of the day, the music industry, the company, the label that she is under, the people that is paying the bills to keep the lights on, to keep the tour going, that's coming out of Ice Spice money at the end of the year or whatever the case may be, that's who run the show. That's who run the program. That's who's keeping the lights on. And you was blindsided by a lot of it, but it's part of the business. Now, I do believe as a friend, you should be trying to look out, trying to talk. If you gonna invite your homie along to the tour, you shouldn't be expecting to play with the Uchi Wally Wally. Like, I guess, like, I wouldn't think, especially if she don't have her own room or her own space or whatnot. She don't know nobody there. You're her level of comfortability, and that can be a lot, like, and it comes with a lot. But a lot of this just sounds like it's just part of the business. And Ice Spice invited you on some friendish, but business still was business at the end of the day. And you know, with a lot of this, you don't have to worry about when you got a label behind you, you're on tour, and all of it's coming out of the back end or wherever it's going to come out of, and it's just all part of their expenses. You became an extra expense that nobody knew about, nobody knew what was happening, and that's what I'm taking from it. At the end of the day, you hate to see it happen, but a lot of times people are going to feel the way they feel, and that's just going to be that. And sometimes you got to tell your peoples, got to tell your homies that, yo, this ain't what it is, or this ain't what it ain't. I do believe in listening to your peoples. I do believe in, you know, working with your peoples, but it seemed like just a whole bunch of business stuff mixed in with friendship at the end of the day. And it is what it is. Y'all can let me know what y'all feel down below. Do you feel like Ice Spice was wrong as a friend? Do you feel like Cleo was doing the most? Like, girl, this ain't, it's business is business. Y'all let me know down below. Hope y'all have a good one. Peace.